Want to be funny style again. Good. I'm here for it. What's cracking, y'all? You already know what's happening. That echo is my real phone. Copyright free music don't want to work. It is all good. You hear me, babe? Copyright free out here playing. It is out here playing. I did. I listen. I'm gonna start when I'm supposed to start. And that actually will be where my music. Dun 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 dun. Where my music. I do my own copyright free. Yeah, let me see. I don't want that on. I can't find my music. That means the music is somewhere. I just can't see it. Is it over here in the corner? I'm gonna just talk to myself. This is gonna be better than copyright free. You get a whole crazy griff. Yeah, I don't know where my music is. There you go. Bam. Don't play with me. Let's get
2 trillion thoughts, baby. Come on. 2 trillion thoughts. With Griff. 2 trillion thoughts, baby. He's got thoughts from the west side. And he took it all the way to the east side. Everybody can feel the vibe. Now say 2 trillion thoughts, baby. Let's talk about it. Gotta talk about it. Let's think about it. Think about it. 2 trillion thoughts, baby.
I don't know what they're doing on this. I'm about to stop this whole thing. Oh, I was about to say, don't do me like that. I'm out here. Come on. The mood that I'm in right now, I'm in a huge good mood. Oh my goodness. Marcus with a K, Pastor Marcus with a K out there in Meadville, Pennsylvania. What's cracking, my guy? How are you? I'm feeling so good over here. So let me, it's a lot happened last week from last Wednesday before Thanksgiving to right now. A lot of things happened. So maybe I'll keep you up to breast of what you missed. If who knows where you was at. First things first.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
That's actually for that right there. That's actually for the Cowboy fans. It's a lot of y'all out here. I know about y'all. I be hearing about y'all. It's a lot of y'all out here. Raider Nation, babe. You see who jump on first. Raider Nation. She know. It's a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans out here. And listen, again, I don't have no funk with the Cowboys. I don't know who playing y'all's conference. You understand me? Raider Nation. AFC West. Mark, I see you, Mark, no. Raider Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not talking about the Raiders this week, I don't know who you talking about. Oh, hold on, no, Mark. I don't know what you was doing on Thanksgiving, but this is what I was doing, homie. So if you look at this picture, for the people that can't see it and you listening, not the people that's watching it. What up, Celeste? How are you, my dear? So it's a picture of some people very happy. It's on Thanksgiving. The happiest in the front is Arlen Dwayne. But let me tell you why, though. Because the dude next to me with the, I don't know, the Kango or the rerun hat, I don't know what he got on. But I know who he is. Well, he went to Notre Dame. And he won the Heisman Trophy in 1987. Then for his entire football career, except 1 year where he went and picked up some bread in Tampa Bay, that, ladies and gentlemen, that is Tim Baby Brown. Are you kidding me? That's Tim Brown. I was with Tim Brown on Thanksgiving. Straight up. And I don't know. So let me tell you what's going on with my thing is saying preview. They went updated. Okay, I'm so mad at technology this week. I got a new phone, right? So y'all can't even see this. That sucks. Hold on. Let me see if I press publish. So it's a button that say publish, and I just pressed that, and I still don't see the picture up. So this how mad I am. Oh, there it go right there. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So back to what I was saying. Rerun to the right of me, Tim Baby Brown. Okay? That's Tim Baby Brown. Tim Brown. I'm with Tim Brown on Thanksgiving. Wait a minute. Here go the hammer, though. Watching the game, talking trash to all my cowgirl friends. I was at a whole bar, dog. At a cowboy bar. Okay? I feel you, Mark. I feel you. Homie, I was at a cowboy bar, but look, so behind Tim Brown, with the beard like mine, except the black in the front because it ain't done growing up yet, that's Rocket Ishmael, who also played for the Raiders and then played for the Cowboys. So I'm watching the game with one of them, okay? Now, I don't know the people that's next to him and the three dudes, two of them is probably Rockets. The dude with the mask on is probably the hitter. I don't know. He could be a son or a brother that's crazy about the Raiders, too. I love it. I don't know who the girl is, maybe the son, but Tim Brown and Rocket Ishmael. Yeah. Mark, don't get me started, dog. So that's what I was doing. During the Thanksgiving. My wife wasn't there. Then, so I get my homeboy a football, right? I said, man, I gotta, and really who he is pretty funny. Who he is my daughter's father. How about that? Bill Marshall, dope dude. Mario Brown, what's cracking, homie? A real dude from the mill for reals. So I get him, I was just trying to get Tim to sign something for him. I didn't even know I was going to. Rocket Ishmael, the first time I go to Rocket's house, the current live scene has unpublished changes. I don't know what y'all talking about. Go back to regular stupid technology. Do you know? So I got this phone. My phone was tripping. Once I updated it, I'm going to say it right now. Once I updated my stupid iPhone, my phone that ain't have no problems never. Once I updated it, then it started tripping. My iPhone. Then it started tripping. Oh, look, Mark. Tim Brown, 81, that's his number. Heisman in 87. And the Hall of Fame in 2015. And look how I got blessed. Well, so the whole day is crazy. So I'm at Rocket Ishmael's house on Thanksgiving. Okay? Because his wife has a nonprofit called the Fun Factory, Inc., and I hosted their gospel event on Thanksgiving. And it was, the Walls group was there. I believe Alec and Aja. Is a brother named DeMarcio that was a problem for reals. And who else? Oh, Little Rocket, Rocket Jr. He a whole, just a, I love his style. You gonna love him. So I hosted that. So instead of trying to meet them there and maybe miss them and I don't know, not catch everybody, they was like, why don't you just come to the house? Your wife is in Louisville. Why don't you just come to the house and you can have Thanksgiving with us? So I go to Rocket Ishmael's house, a Raider, on the day that the Raiders play the Cowboys. Mark is saying, yo, I'm already jealous. You was chilling with, Darren Waller and them too. Oh, I know. That's a whole nother, this is my life, dog. My latter years. That's what me and my wife be talking about all the time. Your latter years, dog. I'm at Rocket Ishmael house because his wife has me doing an event. So I'm an employee of the Ishmaels. And Tim Brown wife catered to Thanksgiving. Are you Tim Brown wife? Mel says, Griff, is it okay if you and Rocket, her husband of decades, is it okay if you ride with Rocket when he meet Tim Brown to sign some footballs? I don't. No, it's not okay, Mel. It's not okay, okay? It is absolutely the best day ever. It's past okay. Of course I would. So I talked to Rocket in the car. We had to run to the Dallas Stadium real quick. So it's like 1:30. The game is at 3:30. And we gonna be in hella traffic. It was no traffic. Mark Thomas is saying best day ever. Mark, you already know, OG. It was no traffic. We meet Tim Brown with the picture that I showed y'all. And then I was all the way raided up for after what we ate. All the way raided up. Ready for, that's my Deb. My Deb is a short woman in stature, but probably could kill you 19 different ways. She worked with the Department of Corrections. To me, she is just another woman that I was blessed to be raised by that ain't no punk. Straight up. That's my Deb. And she was just starting to Dave, what the deal, Rat Sack? Rat Sack. This my dude. Rat Sack is on here. I'm tripping right now. That's my homie. Oh, back to my Deb. So my Deb is just, she was one of my dad's wives. And she was in my life when I was 16 and 17. And she taught me the most game. More than my mama. Like in 2 years, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's my Deb. We love her. But then she was tripping. Oh, here's something else y'all need to hear real quick, though. So if you missed the Raider game on Thursday, and it's okay. If you missed the game, it's okay. Maybe you was too busy with your family and rekindling. I don't know. But on Saturday, come on! talking about the first time we beat Ohio State in the last 3,654 days. 11 years for other people. We only beat them twice in 20 years. But on Saturday, though, while you worrying about 18 times, live in the past, die in the past. No, Ohio State, I call y'all so many horrible things. I hate y'all like I hate the Broncos. And the whole city now is one of our affiliates for Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. I am literally going back and forth on an inspirational station with every human being from Columbus, Ohio. I got to defend myself with these amazing blue boys. But this year, though, while you and anybody will tell you, even if you don't know football, Michigan beat Ohio State from the beginning to the end, to the last snap. Ratzak is a creative that was from Australia, hit America real quick, traveled. He just, wherever he go, he brings joy and love. I love him. But back to these Wolverines. And really, any sports fans know we can't really get it. So we going to the Big Ten Championship for the first time since they invented the Big Ten Championship that is played in Indianapolis in the same arena that the Colts play in. Since for the last 10 years. We ain't been in. Guess who been in it for 10 years straight? Ohio State. We hate them so much. So we got to play Iowa. Now, let me tell you something about Iowa people might not know. Iowa, when you play Iowa at home, in the visiting locker room, since they thought of it 60 plus years ago, everything is pink. The whole locker room is pink. The bathroom, the hallways, the meeting rooms, everything is pink. And they refresh it with pink every year. At Iowa, they in your mind already. They in your mind. You already say, oh, I hate they pink. Now you can't carry maybe good. Mark, they in their mind. You say, hey, you the coach. We not going to get dressed in the locker room. We just going to get dressed outside. We in your mind. Iowa is hilarious. I love it. Why don't nobody else do that? They refresh the pink every year. I love them. But on Saturday, we not playing in Iowa. While you coloring the lockers, it's a football game going on. Pink people, it ain't even in Iowa. It's in Indianapolis. It's in Indianapolis. Ooh, Iowa. It's in Indianapolis where Michigan just beat Ohio State for the first time in 10 years. What you think we gonna do to you, number 24, number 23? Yeah, we shouldn't be talking. We not talking, but I will. I was talking about Ohio State, Iowa, with your pink buildings. Y'all will lose. This will be the year. Hold on. Where's the... This will be the year that Michigan wins it all. Quote me. This is the year. We special. You don't know nothing about football. People, oh, I don't watch college, or I don't, college don't really mean nothing. College don't mean nothing. Do you know it's a boy, a young man, a man that plays for Michigan that is 6'6", 260 pounds on defense? Hutchinson. Hutch is what we call him. He going to be the first defensive player called in the NFL draft. Guess where he played? Michigan. Don't worry, all this talking, all this yipping. That's what the Buckeye fans. I'm supposed to get deposits from people in Columbus, and they kind of butthurt. They all tender. So I got to get my money later. That's why I don't perform there. When I perform there, I'll be all Michigan out. They hate me, and I hate them back. But I'm doing it for Jesus. So it's so weird. Anyway, yeah, so I did. Oh, here go me. When the game, wait a minute, when the game, listen to me in real time when we won. I told you. Pizzo, Ben, who else like Jane, Mark Gregory, go blue. Yes! I told him.
I love the shorter the field. You got 100,000 on that field.
You can still hear me yelling outside. I was yelling because I got a big giant flag outside that say Michigan to my Michigan State neighbor down the street. Go blue. This is the year they'll win it all. Quote me. We special already. That was you. Hold on. Celeste said that was me when Alabama won on Saturday. In 17 overtimes, it was just Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Y'all almost lost. Stop it. So here, Celeste, you really gonna be mad about this. They saying out loud today, if out in the SEC championship this Saturday, University of Georgia against Alabama, if Georgia lose to Alabama, they can still be in the top 4 because they so good. Stop it. I don't believe. We going to see. I don't care, Celeste. Let me keep it real. I don't care what people in Tuscaloosa and Athens, I don't care what they do. It's in the Georgia, the new Mercedes-Benz place anyway. I don't care. I got my own problems this week. Iowa. Them boys let me tell you something. This ain't the crib. Okay. All right, man. Okay. Let me make sure I hit everything I wanted to hit. Oh, I'm going to be at some places. This Saturday, I am in Riverdale. I'm hosting, it's a tree lighting and it's a concert. And it's going to be a parade. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. So come to Riverdale. It's free for the kids. It's a carnival. It's everything. So come to that. And then I'm hosting a gospel concert too. So it's in the amphitheater. So that look like that's going to be fun. It's going to be Bishop Cortez Vaughn. He's dope. Pastor Marvin Sapp. He can't sing at all. Sarcasm. And Willie Spence from American Idol. Rhonda McLemore! That's my girl! So I'm hosting this on Saturday. If you're in Atlanta, the city of Riverdale invites you to their annual tree lighting and gospel concert. Come out, enjoy the activities and the food. For more information, go 770-909-5300. Again, that's 770-909-5300, City of Riverdale. And then next Saturday, me and Lanika are the clauses for Fatherhood Inc., a great organization that is helping men and sons. Fatherhood Inc. So I'm home for the holidays. It's me. I think they told me. I think Dorsey Levens is gonna be there. That's one of them ones. You got to go to that too. Go to h4holidays.eventbrite.com. H4 Holidays. That's gonna be in Atlanta. All right, then Celeste, and then Saturday, right before Christmas, we doing comedy show in Detroit with the mayor. She's the mayor of one of the cities there, Mayor Monique Owens. I don't know what city it is exactly, but she's a mayor and she's a comedian. But I'm excited to be on the show with my homeboy Josh Adams. Josh is funny from Detroit. I'm a fan. That's gonna be cool. Okay. All right. So like I said, let me play Wingo. Shout out to the Raiders. Tim Brown of Rocket Ishmael. Jeez. Shout out to the Raiders. And I told y'all I was supposed to have him last week, but got caught up in Rhonda McLemore and Big Al Cherry and Ship Church, and it was a lot. So we just let that episode be that episode. I just called it Ship Church. And you can follow me, and I'll put all that up at the end. But I'll be sitting here looking at your comments for Wingo. Wingo is funny. This is gonna bless y'all. Here go my homeboy Wingo, y'all. Hold on. Let me show him love the right way. Wingo. I have my homeboy from the iconic R&B group, Wingo Dollar. Wingo.
What up?
Hey, like Little Zane and Little Bow Wow, you still Wingo Dollar? You
No,
just
man. I'm just Wingo, man. It was funny because I don't forget who started that Wingo Dollar. It was Wingo Dollar, Wingo. And everybody just started saying, like, yo, Wing. Now they, cats from a neighborhood, they be like, what up? I mean, they'll give anybody a nickname if you don't even have one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got partners call me Wing Ding, Wing. But it started when I was
I call you Wing. That's what's funny.
Yeah. Like Wing is kind of like the easiest instead of like Wingo. Cause once everybody knew that's my actual last name, it's not a nickname.
So your name, so like me, my last name is Griffin. And everybody call me Griff, but your actual name is Richard Wingo.
Richard Wingo. And you know what I'm saying? So I was just, and like back when I played sports, coaches, I always call you by your last name. Wingo, get your butt over here. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I might as well be called Wingo. Richard kind of like, straight up and down. I'm just
Richard in the R&B. Y'all give it up for Richard from the R&B group, the Commodores. No, sir.
Hey,
you gonna at least Leon.
About face, baby. Real talk.
About face. Wingo, man, it's so good to see you, man.
Man.
So the American Music Awards came on the other day. Cardi B did a great job.
Yeah.
How did you, when you saw New Edition going against New Kids on the Block, tell me how you felt when you saw them.
Well, the first thing I felt was like, hey, man, let me tell you something. These are the guys that made me want to do it. Straight up and down. Like, wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was a kid. And my sister had each one of their posters, like from Right on the wall in her bedroom, like big size posters, not the magazine size, the full length posters. And it's just every time I walk in a room and I'm like, man, you know what? Them boys ain't playing. And that was when they first started. So it's just I looked at it as these are my guys. You know what I mean? And immediately, I got a phone call so crazy from Brandon yesterday. He told me, you talked to Brooke, man. He was like, because we did that same. Brooke actually, choreographed the entire show. We did a tour with us in 112, and we did the they come out first, we came out second. It was like a verses before the verses. Like it was like a we wanted to give you it was called the experience. It was called the Jagged Edge 112 experience.
I remember.
But, yeah, so like. Brooke kind of, I don't know. It was the same concept for that actual show, and it was just so dope, man. Just to see that like New Kids on the Block, and then Boston. What's so crazy? I was born in Roxborough, Massachusetts, Boston. Brandon and Brian was born in Hartfield, Connecticut, which is literally 30 miles
across the bridge, right?
Right. So it just brought so much back, man. And Brandon immediately hit Michael Bivins, you know what I'm saying? Like, congratulate him. He hit back like, yo, man, thank y'all, man. I love y'all. I hit Brooke. I was like, yo, man, y'all talking about going on tour, man. Can we, hey, man. And Brooke like, look, man, anytime I'm doing anything, y'all already know, y'all my little brothers. I love y'all to death. Y'all definitely coming up in the meetings, man. So, you know,
now,
like that's all I care about.
I know, but tell everybody watching and listening who Brooke is.
Brooke Payne is the choreographer. Like, he the one who orchestrated all of that, the whole New Edition, how they move, everything from when they were Mr. Telephone Man, from when they started. And he's still here today. And,
wait a minute, is that Ronnie Unc?
And that's a good question. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But, you know, like at the end of the day, it's just, you know, like Brooke, you know, Brooke still, like I said, he put our tour together 2 years ago, right before COVID. We went on tour 112. We went on tour for like 2 months. It was crazy. Every show sold out. Like, it was like the reaction from the audience. It made me feel so good because, you know what I'm saying, once we finished the show, all 8 of us, it was the whole group, all 412, all 4 Jagged Edge, we all stood up and, you know, took a bow. When we look back up, man, them folks, it was a standing ovation every night. Like, I'm talking about, like, y'all did. It was grown women, grown men.
Absolutely.
Like, bro, y'all killed that. And again, so it's like, you know, big ups to Brooke Payne, man. Like, he's a beast, man. That's what's like, you know, I'm a person that always feel that people should stay in their own lane. You know what I mean? Like, you know, do what you're good at. Do what you're best at. Brooke Payne is definitely good. And he ain't veered from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So let me ask you this. When was the first time, okay, so let me give you an example. I remember being probably 5 or 6 and getting a record player for Christmas. And the first album I had was Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, and the Sugar Hill Gang. Okay. And my love for music was already there because my mama was a big record head. My daddy was but when I got my own records, like, you know what I'm saying? When I valued making sure they was clean and rubbing them with some alcohol. So when was the first time you knew you loved music?
In church. I was a kid. Now, as far as buying records, I'm gonna tell you about that as well. But the first time I fell in love with it is just my first solo in church, Elizabeth Baptist Church on Martin Luther King. Before it moved to Cascade now. Much love, you know, Pastor Oliver and everybody. But
Pastor Oliver's awesome.
Exactly. But I was raised in Elizabeth Baptist Church on Martin Luther King, where, you know, Bishop Jonathan Alvarado was the minister of music. Byron Cage was his partner, you know, like literally like Byron, you know what I'm saying? So again, it's like, you know, I did my first solo and I might have been 8, not, you know what I'm saying? Not, you know, one of those ages. And
yeah,
you know, after I did the solo, I just seen the reaction from the audience. God, they say, you know what I'm saying? It was so welcoming, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just, that's when it first sparked in me. But after that, like, as far as buying music and stuff, when I was able to, you know, like able to go earn my own money and you know, actually buy music and stuff. Right. My first music was some rap, because see, my parents listened to a lot of Temptations and Marvin Gaye. My daddy was a big Sam Cooke fan, you know what I mean? Whatever. So, you know, I heard that in the house a lot. Of course. You know, when I was first able to buy my first music, I actually bought Run DMC, LL Cool J, and the Fat Boys. Those were the first 3
in that order. I know.
Cassette tape. Like, I would actually have a box, and I would go around with my box in the neighborhood playing it loud. You know what I'm saying?
Now you saying, for the people that's listening in South Africa, he's saying his box, but that would be a boom box or just a large radio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We call it boom box, but yeah. Just a radio, just a large radio that only play cassettes.
And if you had the little red lights, the little LED lights on it, you was into the future.
You were rich. You were rich. But yes. Just walked around the neighborhood playing the music. It was cool because, you know, again, people love music. People that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, you playing and guys out here playing basketball, it's going to make them, you know what I'm saying? It just puts you in the zone, man. You know, music is a universal language. And it's just, again, that was my friend. Then I got into the R&B and all that stuff and woo-doo-woo. But, you know, like, yeah, rap, Run DMC and LL Cool J and Fat Boy, that beatboxing. And hold on, DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fred. Man, that man had the best DJ, all that scratching. And again, like I was just into that. That was like, ooh, man, like.
So right now, 2021, who you listening to rap wise right now?
Woo, man, I love them all. I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Like Lil Baby, man. I just went to an event he did last night here in Atlanta. They gave away turkeys, him, Julio Jones, and Polo the Don. Nice. Man, I'm talking about they had Ferris wheels for the kid. I'm talking about they had an amusement park for it was crazy, man. And that's what you do. But yeah, Lil Baby, Thugger, Future, Drake, Chris Brown, Ty Dolla. I mean, like I could just, the list goes on, man. Like because all of them have something to offer. You know what I'm saying? All of them, like the whole consistency thing, the Trey songs with his consistency. I mean, again, it's just her. I mean,
you see her nominated for Album of the Year, Song of the Year. Just I'm happy for her, man.
She the truth, dog. But she the truth. She is the truth. Like, and you know, I come from the era where people, where it's bands, it's music.
Real
you learn how to real musicians. You know what I'm saying? And you know, not to say that you can't be a real musician on a computer or anything, because an ear, to me, that's a instrument as well. You know what I'm saying? You being able to hear and all that stuff. So, but you know, like just the root of music, it's going back to drum, the piano, the guitar. You know what I mean? And you know, anybody that can play, I applaud them, man. Like I'm like, yo, that just adds an extra element to what you're trying to offer. You know what I'm saying? As a gift. You know what I mean?
You sound like you just described all of church. If you could play the guitar, if you could play the keys, if you could play the drums.
I mean, hey, you know, even, you know, like I after all these years, I still really can't play or anything like that, but I can, like my ear isn't like my God. Like I just hear it. I just hear it.
Tell me about your faith, man. You started in the church, and of course you are in the group Jagged Edge, which everybody, I mean, if you don't know who J.E. is, now being from Cali, but spending 22 years in the A, let me tell you something. J.E. is Atlanta like Peachtree. You understand me? Like,
no doubt.
I was
ATL,
in the club. I was in the club hosting events with y'all on V103, on Hot 107.9. You was coming to my comedy show. You came to Red Train in Marriott.
Facts.
Like, I mean,
Facts.
We've known each other 20 years casually, right. But I just went on my first time joiner Fantastic Voyage, right?
Okay.
The week before last. And you know, everybody was on it. Frankie Beverly, Usher, Alicia
right.
Keys, LL Cool J had just got nominated into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that week.
Right.
And he was there. But I hosted this thing in early morning at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. I hosted what I named Ship Church.
Okay.
Now, Ship Church was, and I would get on the microphone and go, good morning. And everybody could hear it on the whole cruise. I would go, good morning. This is your conscience. You done listened to the Barkays and Confunction and Frankie Beverly and Mays and put on your good white outfit. Ship Church, 30 minutes.
No doubt.
Come as you are. And
it
turned into something so beautiful because people were coming as they are. And we knew we was drinking the night before. And
Facts.
The Holy Ghost was in that place every day. It was something so beautiful. But then the guys and the girls from other groups. So one morning, the keyboardist for the Barkays came down, and I mean, we ain't know what we was doing. So you know, you can just hear the church roots.
Man. Listen, man.
Then the lead singer of the Barkays came and sang a Smokey Norfolk song. Then one of the other groups,
Griff, that is, first of all, God, of course. Secondly, that's music. That's the root. You can start a beat now. Boom, 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 boom. I come in. Like that's me. That's putting 5 heads They don't, the old saying, 2 heads are better than 1, 3, 5 heads is better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Imagine what you can create, man. Like, that's the root of it. That's what music does.
Man.
That's what music does. That's music, Grip. Like, you again, like, don't be surprised. Just soak it in.
Yeah.
I know you did.
Don't be surprised. You know what it reminded me of also? Remember the Funk Jazz Cafe?
Yes.
That was something that they did in Atlanta at the what was the name of that place? Next to the
right. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Not the Tabernacle.
Tabernacle.
Yeah.
And it was basically just a house band, and then Jill Scott might jump in and elite. Like, so tell me about your spirit, man. Like, when it's so funny because I talked to some pretty staunch Christians, some pretty,
traditional.
Even Erica Campbell from Mary Mary said when she was young, R&B was the devil and you couldn't listen to nothing. But now she knows, and she's grown and she understands that. Here, let me give you the example. I was at the Raider game in Vegas, first time I went.
Right.
And we was crossing the bridge. There's only one way to get to the game from the Strip in Las Vegas. And it was these people that had these signs and megaphones going, repent and turn away from your sins, and God is, and I said, hey man, Jesus loved football. Jesus does not love football, and you are an enemy of Jesus Christ. I said, I rebuke that. Are you kidding me? All the tithes I paid? I said, sir, you don't believe none of these athletes' mamas prayed for them, that they grandmas prayed for them, that they daddies prayed for them, that they prayed that they would get out of high school and go to a good college, that they prayed that they could get out to college and maybe make it, and maybe if their prayers were strong enough to go to the NFL, but I'm an enemy of Christ? Sir, I remember when I first found Christ too, and you doing too much.
Right. Grease out, Grip. I would have told him the same thing. Like, listen, man, like, whether God bless you, don't ever bless you at all. He blessed you one time to get him. That boy is a millionaire now. Or that boy is able to get us out of situations or certain situations. Like, come on, man. Like, again, it's,
No, but I want to talk about it because it's absurd to believe that Chris Brown don't love Jesus Christ.
Right.
That Drake don't love, Drake Jewish, but he still loves God.
Right.
Like, it's just absurd to me that you could fix your face and say, God don't want that music.
God, of course, God don't like cigarettes. We're gonna just say that. We're gonna say that, right?
Let's start low, huh?
We're gonna just say that. Like, okay, but every Sunday after church, I see deacons, whatever, outside smoking a cigarette. It wasn't all the deacons, it might have been one or two.
Go by
so
Grady
God don't love him
on the
because
left-hand side, and the doctors and the nurses are smoking cigarettes all in the same spot.
Again, that's it's simple as that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody had advices, man. Ask God for forgiveness, man. He said God forgive you over 1,000, over me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But again, all right, man. I don't.
You like me?
I'm too like my energy ain't. I don't put my energy towards conspiracy theories and all that stuff, and all people people. You can make your mind up to think anything. You see what I'm saying? I can make my mind up for right now that, man, you got a bald head, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you got a tail in the back, a braided tail all the way down to the floor. I can make my mind to think that, whether it's true or not. You see what I'm saying? So, like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, God have shown me before Jagged Edge, when I was in 10th grade, bro. He showed me one time, bro. And after that, you ain't got to show me again. Like, you ain't ever got to prove nothing else to me. And I'm gonna tell you what happened.
I want to know.
I was in biology. I never forget my teacher, Dr. Mr. Roseman, Dr. Roseman, whatever. He was a biology teacher. Man, you know, we had a biology test on Friday. He had been telling people study out. All right, I'm bucking. I'm doing whatever else, but I ain't even pick up the book. I'll be honest with you, right? Got in the class, and I was like, you know what, man, I really don't want to fail this test. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just put my head down and pray. God, you know what I'm saying, Lord, I love you. I pray. I thank you. You know, please forgive me for not, you know, doing what I was supposed to do. But you know, if you can help me get through this, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I'm gonna try my best to do better. Well, you know the outcome. I passed the test.
You ain't. Let me tell you something.
So that little one inkling of faith I put in him, and he actually showed me right then and there, like, yo, hey man, I got you, man. But you're gonna have to at least try to put your best foot forward, man. Just period. You know what I'm saying? After that, I studied. I was on there, because again, it's just, you know, and sometimes I would fall short or whatever, and get whatever, backslide or whatever they call it. But again, it's just he showed me that one time that I sat there right before that test. We made play in front of me and everything. You know what I'm saying? But again, and I'm a 10th grade, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's just, you know.
I love that.
I
love that, Wingo, that you could pinpoint it.
Yeah.
I love that you could, you know, if he ain't never did nothing for me ever, when I was in the 10th grade and I needed him, Jesus. When I called out to him, he was there for me. So really, in what Ship Church was on a cruise was, we were really come as you are. You know what I'm saying? Come with your alcohol breath. Come with your whatever you had on.
Hold on, that's what church is. Yep.
Come with your bonnet.
Yep.
Come with your, you understand me? I know what you was doing last night. I want to see you at Ship Church because I'm gonna be there. So when we started doing the testimonies for Ship Church, it was crazy. God is so good and merciful, man. But you talked about high school, 10th grade. Mm-hmm. Tell me your relationship with Candy from Escape and the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay, well, I knew of Candy because she went to like Bridgeville Middle School, somewhere way out, kind of far, a little bit, whatever. So I knew I heard of maybe around 10th grade or whatnot. I didn't meet her until 11th grade. I was at Banneker High School when that happened. I was out, and I was still acting out there fighting and stuff and doing other stuff. But again, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
Trojans.
Not, you know, yeah, right. But I'm not saying like fighting, you know, just going, you know, beating up people, like just getting into stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not being in the wrong place, whatever, all that stuff.
Who else big from didn't Luda go to Banneker?
Luda actually graduated from Banneker or whatever. Okay. And I think he was a year behind, maybe a year behind me, or maybe 1 or 2 years behind me. But Tiny was there when I was at Banneker. Tiny was there. She was in 11th grade. And Tiny actually left and went to George High School in Atlanta. She actually changed. Like,
what's George High School? That's back.
George High School is excuse me, over there by Jonesboro South and all that, and Cleveland Avenue or whatnot. And actually Q and 112, they actually come from George. They went to George High School.
Oh, Slim, that's what.
Yeah,
the South Side. Got it.
Well, yeah, the kind of Southwest side a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once I like I say at Banneker, whatever, I left after 10th grade. That summer I auditioned at Tri-Cities High School. Because they say, you know, in order to get in the magnet program, you have to audition. Because I wanted to get into the magnet, the performing arts program or whatever. So I auditioned. Went through like a week little thing with Mr. Ogletree. He was the actual music teacher over there at the time or whatever. And you know, you just go through a couple of classes during the week and during the summertime, and then at the end of the week, I guess you got to do a little solo or something. And I did Old Man River. I had to learn Old Man River, and I did that.
Wait a minute. Old Man River. Sing a little bit of that. What's that one?
Old Man River, that old man River, he must know something, but don't know nothing. He keeps on like, but I had to do it like a old man River, that old man,
like a slave.
No, like Broadway stop. Like
right, with the lights on, dog.
Yeah.
Fences with like Denzel Washington.
Yeah, projected and you know what I mean, like portray the songs. It was funny, but it was, but I pulled it off, and they accepted me. And you know, I was at Tri-City my junior year, and that's actually when I met Candy.
So Tri-Cities was the performing arts high school.
Yeah, it was performing arts and I think science or something like that, or something, but it was mostly performing arts.
And who else was at the school with you when you went?
Candy, Tasha and them graduate. Yeah, Tasha, Tamika. No, Tamika. It was Tamika Scott. Tamika Scott, because she was a senior. She was a year before me and Candy. So she graduated in '93. I just got there in '93 or whatever. So that was her graduation year. And I think Big Boy went there. He might have went there that year, like half of the year, and I think he transferred or something like that. So you know, and it was on and popping, man. But it gave me a sense of responsibility because for now I'm not going to my home school. Thank God I had a car. One of my uncles passed, rest in peace, Uncle Dallas, and he lived in Jersey, and he had a BMW he gave to my father. My father ended up just giving it to me, whatever, you know, to drive to school like a little stick, whatever. And it, you know, helped me learn how to drive a stick and all that good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. So I hold
on. I just want to stop and say they say people in Africa say Americans can't drive manuals. They call them manuals, but it's a stick. I've been driving a stick since I was 13. Stop.
Yeah, dog, real talk.
I feel like I could drive an 18-wheeler if it's just 18 different shifts, dog.
You can. It's easy. It's easy because you're not going to use all of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you use it for certain, but like with loads and all this stuff.
Wait a minute, you got CDL? No,
man. I learned that from my father. My father kind of, you know what I'm saying? He put out, because my father could do it, man. My father was a jack of all trades, man.
Nice. So you got a car. You got a car from your dead uncle, and that was able to let you go from the Banneker side of Atlanta to
East Point. Yeah, College Park to East Point. Yeah, College Park, Old National to East Point. So I did that, and you know, it's just, like I said, it gave me a sense of responsibility because I now I got to do my work. Now I got to be responsible because, you know, we were out of class literally 2 days a week at other schools performing or doing stuff, or, you know what I'm saying, rehearsals or this and that. So every day they gave us a certain amount of time after school, maybe an hour or stuff to, you know, do homework and catch up with stuff. And then rehearsal started with whatever you were into.
So you had an athlete schedule, like
honestly, it really gave me rivers. I was getting home at 6 and 7 and still had, you know, I was able to do some homework in school and knock the rest a little bit out and start there again. And this was 5 days a week for 2 years, baby. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah. So you're at this performing arts school and someone says, we're looking for a new group, or we're auditioning for this group, or they just, how did Jagged Edge come together? You, Kyle, and the twins.
My 11th grade year, I knew Kyle from being in church. When I told you, we had when I went to Elizabeth Baptist Church, we had one of the best young adult choirs in the city. Okay. And New Birth had one of the best young adult choirs in the city. Kyle was at New Birth. I was, you know what I mean? So I was a front row tenor the whole night. You know, you got to be a beast, be on that front row.
Absolutely.
And so, but a lot of the concerts in the city, either their choir would be there or our choir or both choirs. So that's, you know, and a lot of the time, both choirs would be there. Special guests, you know what I mean? Concerts and all that stuff. So that's kind of how I got familiar with them. Bishop Jonathan Alvarado, which is now Bishop Jonathan Alvarado, who's Jonathan Alvarado, and Byron Cage left Elizabeth and went to New Birth to be minister of music.
Yes.
So I used to go sit in rehearsals. Go sit in rehearsals with him and just, you know, chill on Saturdays and with the whoop. And, you know, again, I got more familiar with the choir and me and Kyle became friends. So actually 11th grade year, he asked me, you know what I'm saying? Like he called me up one day, like, yo, I got this group I want you to be in. And I was like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I was like, well, I'll let you know, man. I'm gonna think about it a little bit, but actually I couldn't, you know what I mean? I'm in 11th grade, bro. I wouldn't have graduated. You know what I mean? Like having all that responsibility I had on me in school and then having to go to another, no, man, like, you know, I'm only 16,
right?
15, Like, come on, man. So again, I ended up declining or whatnot. And I was already in a little quartet at Tri-City as well. I was in a gospel choir, the show choir, the symphony choir. I had a little quartet. So think about that schedule, Griff. Like
Then they telling you, but if we want you to also be in another group, you was like, I'm cool.
I ain't Nick Cannon, man. Like Nick Cannon had a million jobs. Ryan Seacrest head. No, but so I just declined or whatever. I graduated. After I graduated, you know what I mean? And what another thing that inspired me was so crazy was Candy flew in, had to fly in because Escape I had already started popping like senior year and all that. So it's, and I can go back to the fact that Tamika and them, I know Tamika and them from cheering like when I was playing Little League football. So again, we all knew each other.
But you talk about the group Escape.
The group.
They was already touring the country.
Yeah, they was already. They had just got a record deal with JD, and they was already out working and stuff. But I actually gave them the CD. I gave it to Tamika and them, a group called Adoration and Praise, like a take six, a 1 minute take six, whatever it was. They were crazy, and they auditioned for this contest. They actually won for BET. And they sung "Give Me a Clean Heart," man. It was crazy, whatever. So again,
wait a minute, Adoration and Praise. So what happened to them ladies?
I'm not sure. That's a good question, but I held on to their CD. I think I still got their CD downstairs. I held on to their CD for years. Wow. I think I still got it. I just got to go look for it through my all my CDs and stuff. But yeah, man, Escape auditioned for a BET contest and won it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like. Man, those are my girls. I love it. We just been so closely knit, man. You know what I mean? No, Tamika and Tasha, mother, father, Candy, all of them, mother and father.
So you graduated from high school, and then Kyle still was like, we need you for this group.
Well, no. I graduated, and me and Candy still stayed around the corner of each other. I had got my own apartment. She had bought a house right across from my mom. So we stayed, I stayed in apartments across the street where they lived at, or whatever. Me and a couple of my guys. Couple of my friends, whatever. And I got a call from Kevin Wells. And Kevin Wells said, yo, I got these guys I want you to meet. Meet me down at Dallas Austin's office, Dallas Austin's office. You know what I mean? It wasn't at the studio, because we used to always hang out at Dallas Austin's studio. But this was at his office downtown.
Got it.
So he's like, meet me at the office. You know what I'm saying? I was like, cool, I'll meet you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, 4 o'clock, whatever, 5, whatever. Boom. Went down there. Walked in the room. First of all, I went to the bathroom if I went in there. And I seen Kyle in the bathroom. He was like, what you doing here? I'm like, I got this meeting with these guys, whatever. We're like, all right, cool. It's Kyle. I walked in the room with Brandon, Brian, and Kyle at the table, right? Hey, so Kay was like, yo, man, I got these guys I want you to meet. You know how Kay kid, yo, I got these guys, man.
Yeah,
I think he'll be a good fit, man, and you know what I mean? And they were like, shit. They were like, they were looking at me, saying, seeing my swag, seeing what I had on, all that, whatever. Then I sing something. So I sung that Luther Vandross. Let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Hey, they say I bombed, but I don't think I did. I think I did a good job.
Wait a minute. So
I think that thing they just be messing with me.
It was horrible.
I think they just be messing with me. I think they just be messing with me. I know I did good enough in order to be a part of the group. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, they were like,
when you friends, you can say, boo.
Right, basically. They had already seen the friendship coming. They were all like, oh yeah, he fit. He the one. He looked like Kyle, this and that with the rules. So yeah, it was it was on from there. We started rehearsing. We started rehearsing at Twin and Mama house, sitting around the bed, just coming up with songs and stuff. Did a demo. Twin and Father spent this last little money to do like a 4-song demo, right? 4-song demo. Man, so the demo came out really, really dope. I took the demo around because I was still living with my roommates, across from Candy, whatever. And me and Candy used to hang out, when she in town or whatnot on the weekends. And because we still have friends we graduated with that, they just come around and stuff. So
of course,
one of our hangouts and whatnot, I had out a demo. I took out a demo with me. And I was like, Candy, I just gave it to her, like, you check this out. Whatever, this new group I'm a part of. I just want you to, critique it, let me know, what we did wrong, or if we whatever we could do better. And man, she listened to that thing and was like, this sound like it's already out, like on the radio, like, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, you know, I want to manage y'all. I'm like, all right, well, let me holler at the guy and see what's going on. You know what I mean? So, you know, again, when you're in the group, you got to go back and talk to the guys and let them know, and you know. So, long story short, Can ended up convincing them that they could manage us or whatnot, and they would get us a record deal. She, you know, of course, she took it straight to JD. JD listened to it or whatever. JD brought us down to the house. You know, he was playing the video game. You know what I'm saying? In front of the big screen.
He
you
was
know,
on that Madden. I already know. I done played that Jermaine Dupri and Madden. I just got off the Madden some hours ago, dog.
Stop. you stop, Grill.
31 years I've been playing Madden.
Hey,
dog.
when you can do it, bro. But now, yeah, so he, you know what I'm saying, we came in, shut off the TV while we were playing the game and hit like a couple of acapella records, you know what I'm saying? And then we left, because, you know, he gave us this whole CEO face, like, you know, he ain't do none of this, or, you know what I mean? You know, just, which, you know, as he should, you know what I'm saying? We left, and I guess the guys thought we had bombed or whatever, because, you know, they was expecting motherfuckers to be like, you know, y'all.
Man, that's the hottest thing. Y'all better than New Edition, right?
Hell no.
I was just looking at you with the Richard face.
Yeah, with the Richard face. Like, next, all right, dope. All right. I mean, he didn't say no dope. He was like, next. You know, he say next, but, you know, that was the face. So, like I said, we did with our thing and left. Man, we us and Candy, we went to go eat somewhere. And man called Candy, like, yo, tell him, hey, don't go nowhere. I want him.
So from the time you went to Jermaine Dupri's house to sing, when did y'all sign to So Def?
It was like, you know, like now you're getting into the politics of the business and the business.
No, that's what I want everybody to hear. So it ain't, I was a singer and then I went to high school and then so here you are, you done graduated from high school, you was at a performing arts school, your last 2 years in high school, you was singing everywhere. Yeah. Basically, anybody that's a soccer mom or got sons that play football or you got daughters that play basketball, you know their schedule, especially if they AAU or especially if they better than other people. So they don't just play the games in the city. They on the weekends, they in other states. So you got that kind of schedule. You then later meet up with Candy, who is your friend, and went to the school. She gave you you gave her the CD. She said she wanted to manage you. That took time. With y'all just going, I don't know. Then she is just eating with y'all, and she give it to JD. JD looks like he doesn't like it, and then he says he likes it and he wants y'all. When from that time that he said I want y'all to the first single, how long was that? And what was the first single?
That from that time to the first single was probably had about a year and a half, 2 years, almost 2 years.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Year and a half, almost 2 years. Yeah. Good. Facts. Yeah, facts. Because like first and foremost, you know, you're gonna meet a lot. First of all, now you're trying to establish camaraderie. So we hanging out. He taking us to the clubs and this and that and whoop de woo, and we're just trying to establish some camaraderie. And you know, and those times you talk and you throw around ideas and this and that, and he throw around his expertise because at this point he's a millionaire. We got $10 in our pockets, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I might got 100 or two, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm just messing around. But I'm just like, for real, like it just takes time, man. It's a negotiating process, and you're still not going to negotiate the best situation for you. It's almost like, you know, you have to give a little to get a little. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's what you have to get your attorneys. You know what I mean? We didn't have no attorney. We didn't have an attorney before that. So you have to establish a relationship with the attorney as well. You see what I'm saying? Like, so again, it's like It's business. It's the music business.
It's the
it's really the business of music. Yeah, man. It's really the business of music, man.
It's crazy because I will tell the story in almost doing comedy 27 years this April 14th. And my first 2.5 years, I was just repeating things my mama said. But then right at 3 years, I got the opportunity to be on the radio with Frank Ski in Atlanta. So it just changed the whole trajectory of my life.
It brought your horizon.
It was such a long time, you know, and that's why I count the years and the months and the days. And what was the first single?
The first single was The Way You Talk. And that's back then. It was The Way You Talk featuring The Brat. The Brat was rapping on it. Brat and JD was rapping on it. And you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was excited about us. You know, we JD taking us to the awards and stuff and this and that. And I mean, we was there the night Biggie got killed. We was there.
You was at the award show?
No, we were at the party. That was our first time ever meeting Biggie. Our first time it was a Tangeray and Quincy Jones hosted party. Biggie was there, whatever, and did whatever. And Biggie was over sitting in the chair, had a bottle of Dome on the table. And, you know, when we got to the party, you know what I'm saying, we walked over and introduced ourselves. Yo, we're Jagged Edge. What's up, man? Big fans. He was like, man, hey man, hey, y'all stay with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Nice to meet y'all. Boo boo. You know what I'm saying? And we went on back to the party. When he left the party, that's when the stuff happened. And we left the party and was going to another party. But we ended up going to the hospital, just sitting in front of the hospital in the limo. And I'm calling everybody in Atlanta from the limo phone. I'm charging up. I don't know. Listen,
$7 million for 8 minutes, though.
$1 million for like 8 minutes. I'm calling. We ain't had no cell phones or nothing. I'm calling from the limo phone. Like, yo, Biggie just got shot. Biggie just got. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like again, we got, you know, we was experiencing all that. So yeah, it just takes time, and you know, but you know, it broadens your horizon. Just like I say, by you being on the radio, it broaden your horizon. You know what I'm saying? It never take for granted the people you meet, negative or positive, because you learn something for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? You can learn something from a 1-year-old. So again, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you soak in the good things and disperse of the negativity. You know what I mean? Like that's how I live my life. But yeah.
Hey man, what an interview! That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, and we only got through 3 years of it. Like, think about it. Like, man, I could go on and on and on the experiences we've had, man. We've done Jay Leno's and you know, man, just everybody, man. Like but it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing to see this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's unfathomable. You know what I mean?
Well, young Wingo Dollar Wing, aka Whizzle Dizzle.
Well, thank you. There you go. See, if I was on the West Coast, that would be my nickname, Whizzle Dizzle.
Rich Homie Quan style.
Rich Homie Wing.
Hey man, Wing Dang. Hey man, I love you, dog.
I love you more, man. Yes, sir.
You're very consistent.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Been the mouthpiece of Jagged Edge. Like,
thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Twins. So for the people who don't know, it's 4 guys in Jagged Edge. And
facts.
In Atlanta, like say Jagged Edge was on the radio. The guys are going to look at Wingo to talk the most.
Facts.
Like if we say, so where y'all performing at tonight? Everybody gonna turn and look at Wingo, and he gonna know all the information.
Hey, you better have the information.
We got 2 shows, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Make sure you're there. You can get the flyer downstairs at the flyer. You can get the flyer at the like you always been the PR for the group.
No doubt.
Served them well, man. So
man, I appreciate you, Griff, man. That's you know, I'm humbled by that. And again, that's all I've ever tried to be. You know what I'm saying? Let me play my role, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can't have a quarterback without a running back. You can't have you feel what I'm saying? Like everybody plays their position and
2
you win.
quarterbacks on the field at the same time is dumb.
Hey, hold on. It's a loss. You're gonna lose.
First of all, too many men on the field. That's a flag.
Wingo, flag every play.
Wingo, how can people reach out to you, man?
Hey man, Facebook hit me up, just Richard Wingo, man. You know what I'm saying? my Instagram got shut down back in February, but I think I got a new one, Wingo ATL _. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me on that and whatnot. But again, you know what I'm saying? Official _ JE. You know what I'm saying? Like, just follow that. You know what I mean? And you find out all the dates and everything. We'll be at a city near you. You know what I mean? It's going down, man. We got to do a big DJ Nice, D Nice event in Orlando on the 4th of December, and it's gonna be crazy, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in the area, surrounding areas, man, holler at us, man. You know what I'm saying? JE, y'all.
JE! Wingo, I love you, man.
Love you, Grip.
Stay blessed.
Always. You as well, bro. Hit me whenever you need me.
That was perfect, dog. Oh, and how about that? How about that? You see the Michigan Chastity. I remember I must have voted it and put it up already. Trey, thank you for watching the whole time. Lee, Nika, Fanay, Face. About to watch a Christmas movie with my wife. So my wife loves Christmas. It's 24 days of Christmas right now. And she like Christmas movies. She like, we got 4 Hallmark. I can't even talk. We got 4 Hallmark channels. How about that? Okay. Thank you, Trey. Thank you for watching. And she like, the more cheesy, the better. If the secretary like the boss and they both single and they spill a mistletoe or some apple cider and then they have to come back to she love it. The cheesier, she love it. She just like how it make her feel. So I gotta watch some of them. I don't hate them. They just the same. It ain't nothing changes. Maybe they do like a Scrooge one. That's the only way to watch Hallmark. Chastity, I know. That's how she love them. So the next time y'all see me, the Raiders play and Michigan play. Michigan play. I'm telling y'all, this the year they gonna win it all. Quote me, man. I don't want to get into it. I gotta go. I don't want to get into it. Y'all know I'm serious. For the people who just jumped on in the middle of the show, let me hear you. Let me bless you with this straight score from Mr. Talkbox.
2 trillion dollars, baby. Come on. 2 trillion dollars. With Griff. 2 trillion dollars, baby. He's got dogs from the west side. Take it all the way to the east side. Everybody just feel the vibe. Now say 2 trillion dollars, baby. Let's talk about it. Gotta talk about it. Let's think about it. Think about it. 2 trillion dollars, baby.
I'm out. Music birthed out of the spirit. Blessings from the UK family. What up, mates? What up, mates? Over there, we was just talking about the UK. Big homie Mark, you already know I'm a holler. Raider Nation, dog. Everybody else have an amazing evening. Merry Griffmas. Oh, yeah. It sound dumb and you dumb and Griff, you crazy. Merry Griffmas. Don't hate on me because my name could fit in there smooth. Merry Griffmas from the Griffins. How about that? We'll even make it. My wife can say Merry Griffmas too. I'm going to tell all my kids, start saying Merry Griffmas. And they all going to say no. Lames. I'm out. Y'all stay blessed. Have an amazing week. Merry Griffmas.
2 trillion dollars, baby. Come on.
Bob's your uncle.
2 trillion dollars. With Griff. 2 trillion dollars, baby. He's got dogs from the west side.